Hello everyone, my name is Suvesh Sant and I'll be presenting my security management proposal on a company called SS Security Limited. So the company's vision is to be one of the leading providers of secure and trustworthy security to Trinidad by offering peace of mind by modeled protection solutions. The company's mission is to have the best quality and most creative design protection technologies available by its people and procedure through fully considering the desires of customers. So moving on, we have security management practices. So security control objective is to reduce the threats of security breaches and vulnerabilities, man-made or natural, with the help of a threat versus livelihood matrix in hopes of reducing both threat and livelihood ranges. Next, we have some classification of information which will be used in the firm. And these classifications are unclassified. This will be any information that can be released to the public without any implications for the company. Information to this relation will be company's vision, its mission statements, contact information such as phone numbers, emails, addresses, package prices that the company will have, and other various security plans that the company will be offering to its customers. Next, we have sensitive but unclassified. This classification of information will consist of information that is internal importance to the company. However, if released, the public will not pose a serious threat. Information to this relation would be things such as list of clients associated with the company or even company policies. Next, we have confidential information, which is information within the business that is secured from unauthorized access. Data integrity is vital to these information, and unauthorized persons are not allowed to access these information. Information such as salaries, personal details, accounting records, passwords, extremely sensitive consumer data, and sensitive contracts. And the last classification is secret, which is of utmost importance. Unauthorized access to such records, whether external or internal, would be critical to the organization. So information to this relation would be secret contracts. So moving along to the roles and responsibilities of individuals in the organization. So the first role would be Chief of Security, which this role requires a person to handle day-to-day operations, security, compliance, and innovation. Next, we have Office Security Managers, which would entail a person to keep track of the various events, security protocols, implementation, creation of protocols to respond to emergencies, carrying out security evaluations, and supervising members of security staff. Next, we have the field managers, who are required to report to their superiors on field security actions being conducted, manage those activities, and be able to provide sound solutions to security officers carrying out their duties. And last, we have security officers. This role would entail individuals to monitor surveillance equipment, perform patrols, reporting irregular happenings to prevent losses and damages that may occur. And one rule that I forgot to mention was staff. Staff roles would be such like your janitors, office assistants, those kinds of things. Probably accounting sectors for the business. So now we want to talk about access control within security, SS Security Limited. So the first thing is identification and authentication. So this will be a major factor to support the company's duties. Identification and authentication methods that will be implemented within the company will be related to something a person knows, something a person has, and something a person is. So a list of the secure identification and authentication techniques would be username and passwords for system logins, on-site and off-site, pins for entry access to various parts of the company's infrastructure. So the doors that leads to server rooms and stuff will have pin protected security systems. Company identification cards that will be showing individual names and their positions at the company, so that there is verification. It will also have a ID of them, and verification schemes known such as phrases and pins for employees and clients, like verification methods for when employees are logging into their system on an off-site basis. So following identification and authentication is access control issues. So SS Security Limited must protect inadvertent alterations of information from unauthorized individuals, and as such, control access must be implemented. So in order to preserve both clients and the company's data being stored, proper documentation of access to those data must be recorded, and the level of clearance must be compatible with the status of data being accessed. This is, for example, you won't want your staff to access sensitive passwords to your server rooms, stuff like that. Those stuffs are more related for managerial positions in the business. So in addition, proper implementation of security access measures must be applied to these data. So moving on to telecommunications and network security management concepts. So management concepts. In this section, it is crucial that management concepts be implemented to the company in order to protect and preserve our CIA, which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So in the nature of surveillance, it is important that both our clients and the company are able to access and monitor the security systems that will be implemented. So a lot of remote access will be conducted, and therefore should include a security management solution in order to protect properties of CIA. While the company can mitigate unauthorized access from remote systems, the implementation of an intrusion detection and response plan should be included in the event of an unauthorized occurrence. So just in case somebody or a hacker does intrude in our system, there should be a plan in the company the company should devise a plan in order to deal with that matter. Cryptography. So SS Security Limited is a company that will be withholding valuable and sensitive information regarding privacy with clients and the company, and therefore it is crucial that we safeguard and protect the data through the use of cryptography. So the company will be required to use both symmetric key crypto system as well as asymmetric key crypto systems for maximum protection. Because of its ability to work on various platforms, simple design and structure, AES Region DL block cipher is an applicable symmetric cryptographic system to implement within the business. The RSA asymmetric cryptography system is also applicable to be implemented within the company's security because of its ability to safely distribute security keys to and from company networks. On the plus side, this system is widely used in applications such as online banking. So now we come to internet security applications. And with technology today, businesses are able to accomplish online transactions, and SS Security Limited should take advantage of this resource. Commercially, the company's services will be at a price having the flexibility for clients to complete transaction with ease and without hassle will give an edge over competitors. However, with this great power, there comes great responsibility because of clients' information that will be submitted through online transactions. We must protect that information, and with the help of security electronic transaction, the company's service can be authenticated on both ends, which is the client and the company, which will ensure content privacy for both the company and clients. Moving on to security architecture and models. So SS Security Limited is a surveillance company that will be involved in handling a lot of technological devices, and therefore organization and management will be required to properly maintain those devices. In terms of computer architecture, device components will need to be capable of conducting intensive tasks, as surveillance will require durable and well-performing hardware in order to effectively carry out tasks, which is the surveillance. In terms of software, there must be a compatibility standard with the devices because it will be crucial for on-site and off-site monitoring. So following that will be information security models. Now, information security model is one of the crucial factors that must be managed and protected by the company. So the level of clearance and the status of information must be outlined and be enforced in order to safeguard such information. Because there's one thing to have protocols, procedures, And there's another thing for your employees to follow those protocols and procedures. So they must be enforced. Therefore, in order to have some structure, an information security model must be implemented within the company. So a combination of access control model, integrity model, and information flow models should definitely be implemented in order for maximum protection of data. Operations security. So for this section, the company will be concerned with threats, vulnerability, and assets, and methods that will be implemented in order to protect assets and mitigate threats and vulnerabilities. So controls and protections. So in order to protect hardware, software, and media resources, controls will be used to mitigate threats within the company, misuse of company resources, and intruders within and outside of the company. So all various forms of control methods will be implemented, which are preventative control, detective control, corrective control, deterrent control, application control, and transactions control. Next, we have monitoring and auditing. So monitoring hardware and software is also crucial to mitigate threats and reduce misuse in the company. So this will include monitoring of unauthorized installation of softwares, hardware issues and errors, as well as monitoring operations conducted. So in this section, intrusion detection and penetration testings and violation tests are to be implemented. So along with monitoring, we have auditing. So in terms of auditing, proper documentation of internal and external operations can help track vulnerabilities, anomalies, and other threats that can cause harm to the company. So auditing operations within the company will include backup controls, following systems, and transaction controls. Now, threats and vulnerabilities. So there are a number of threats and vulnerabilities that can and will affect SS Security Limited, which are to be addressed. So in many instances, accidental loss can occur, which can include manual entries from officers. Inappropriate activities and illegal computer operations can also occur in situations where officers may violate privacy policies and spy or intrude on clients' information. So many other instances can occur both internally and externally that must be controlled and prevented. Next, we have application and systems development. So software lifecycle development process. So because the level of efficiency and effectiveness that must be withheld by the company, applications and system development will be provided by a third party. In order to have professional systems implemented in terms of software, the company will require to ascertain professional software developers in order to meet the level of confidentiality, integrity, and availability that the software needs to provide the company. Next, we have a very important part, which is business continuity planning and disaster recovery. So in business continuity planning, strategies in order to prevent disruptions to day-to-day activities will be implemented in the company. So a business continuity plan will help in the process of recovering from man-made and natural disasters that may occur. So some of the events that can affect business continuity to the company are fires, which can be man-made or natural, earthquakes, storms, floods, power outages, devices malfunction, and much more. Moving on to disaster recovery planning. So the objective of this is to provide the capacity to conduct processes at a different location while the current location is under restructure for a temporary period because of business disasters. So in the event that, let's say an earthquake occur in Trinidad, or there's storms, we can't depend on the current location, or in the event that something does happen, we can't depend on that location to run operation. We must have some alternative site where we can do operations from. So the goal here will be to protect and preserve the services that SS Security Limited will offer, minimizing efficiencies within the organization. So law, investigation, and ethics. So types of crime likely to affect the organization. So in this company and many others, criminal offenses can occur from time to time. For SS Security Limited, these offenses can occur from physical theft to intrusion on the network. Offenses the company may experience are theft of devices, which could lead to privacy issues and may further lead to blackmail, depending on the level of classification the information that was stolen are. So liability. SS Limited, Security Limited will be responsible for the safety and well-being of clients' information as usual. And thus, within the company, each individual will be charged with their responsibility of protecting and preserving that information and the company information as well. And will also be liable for any faults that occur under their watch. Next, we have ethics. So the code of ethics will be a key factor in ensuring employees perform their duties with high esteem and proper conduct in the business. The company will have a code of ethics designed for those within the business to follow. And with this implemented, a level of proficiency will be met and standards towards the company will reflect in the efficiency and effectiveness when carrying out duties. And the last topic is physical security. So threats to physical security to SSL will most likely be computer service disruption affecting availability, physical damage, dissemination of information without authorization affecting confidentiality, loss of system controls, theft of devices and equipment, natural disasters such as fires, earthquakes, and floods, and also infrastructure damage. So control of physical security. So in order to mitigate such threats that were just listed, controls are to be implemented at an early stage. So the first and foremost way forward will be planning, and with the following to consider: facility requirement planning, facility security management, and administrative personnel controls. These three factors will be crucial for proper conduct and monitoring of threats from within and outside the organization. And that is the end of my presentation. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you.